Thank you so much.
There we go. I think you just made a new friend. If Albion wanted to lock them up, they must be dangerous. And dangerous we can use.
Correct. Is that the same spider bot, Bagley?
According to the serial numbers, this matches the piece of spider-bot from the Tone bombing site.
Can you tell who owned it?
Navigate the spider-bot from out of that room. I'll need a direct connection in order to learn more from our bisected friend.
Copy that.
You prick.
Sleep now. Good night.
That opening right there looks like a good exit point. Right, get comfy. This spider-bot might be broken and missing some of its legs, but it can still jump and fit through vents. That's a good way to get through the station undetected. That's a part of the remote detonator system from Parliament. If the Met, or Albion rather, actually analysed it, they would see it wasn't DedSec's handiwork at all. That's Dalton's mask. It must have been recovered from Parliament. It might be the only thing left of him now. Buggery fuck, would you look at all this junk? You'll have to jump your way across to get to the next vent opening.
What's wrong with Scotland Yard? Who decided they couldn't be trusted to do their jobs?
Suddenly some corporation can clean up our streets better than the same police force we've had for who knows how long. When crime fighting is treated like a business, crime will never go away. Now, you go for business, right? Don't tell me Albion has our best interests.
If the police could handle their job, Albion wouldn't be necessary. But they can't. Home bombing is a perfect example. Once it's laid out overseas hospitals. Well, they're not at the wheel anymore, are they?
You're almost there. Make your way through this last bent path.
Acquired.
Scanning Spybot and accessing its internal drives. While I'm analysing this data, you should make yourself scarce. Unless you'd like to explain to your new, heavily armed, privatised police force why you've broken into the station.
Yeah, all right.
The Spiderbot fragment you found has a satellite-based GPS module that regularly pushed its location to a specific ground station.
Interesting. A secret location. We ought to check it out.
Pushing you the ground station's coordinates.
So, how do we get in?
I'm detecting a surveillance network guarding a space under this bridge. If you can patch into it, perhaps you can take a look inside. The GPS history of the Spiderbot we recovered regularly pinged these coordinates. Our mystery witness to the real bombers must have come to this lovely, damp location several times.
No one would come here accidentally, that's for sure. A perfect place to plan a terrorist attack.
Or to discreetly dump a body into the Thames.
Well, looks like a rogue cop set up shop down here.
Well, if Albion was stomping all over your workplace, you'd find a different place to store your lunch too. And it seems our mystery officer was dedicated.
I wonder what led them to the Tone bombing.
The computer's dusty enough to kill an asthmatic, but there may still be something useful on it.
This is Inspector Caitlin Lau. Well, former inspector now. Since Albion's coup, the Met is no more. The police brass had already buried the evidence anyway. Everything implicating Albion and Clan Kelly in the bombings. But I know Mary Kelly's band of twats were involved, and they're involved in other crimes we can look into. Me and a few good mates are willing to go off book, going after Mary Kelly again. I'll never fucking learn, will I? Inspector Caitlin Lau, video log. Clan Kelly and Albion are teamed up on some deal. I don't have all the details, but it looks to be human trafficking. The European Processing Center is the Albion angle. Since the bombings, they can grab anyone off the street. Call them illegal immigrants, potential DedSec insurgents, whatever. Though we know who the real danger is. So Clan Kelly gets hold of these people, these immigrants, deportees, victims, really, and they're taking them somewhere. But where and why? It all comes back to the boss lady herself. I knew she was into something, but she wriggled off the hook. There's only one way I can do this. 24/7 surveillance on Mary Kelly. If I'm caught, well, this will be my last entry. But I have to see what she's hiding.
So, our mystery officer was Inspector Caitlin Lau. It sounds like Mary Kelly was her white whale, and her investigation led her to the bombings.
So Albion was working with Clan Kelly gangsters. I can't even say I'm surprised.
It seems like 0 Days Web covers all of the unsavory bits of London. Tug on a thread, and it leads back to them. Clan Kelly and Albion included.
We need to do something about these kidnappings.
Inspector Lau mentioned Albion is running their part of the operation out of the EPC. Detectives like us call that a lead.
All units, I say again, all units, we have reports of a hostile in your area, over.
Received. Let's keep this by the book, over.
You can't have gone far.
I've lost. This Albion Clan Kelly business leaves a bad taste in my mouth. And if Caitlin Lau's right, then this little nugget jumps to the front of the
They could
queue.
be anywhere.
We have reason to believe a former DedSec operative may still be alive, but missing inside the EPC.
Angel Lopez, not London-born, but I won't hold that against him, unlike some others.
Looks like Angel got caught up in the immigration roundup, which, ironically, may be the only reason he escaped 0 Days DedSec purge.
Anti-immigrant sentiment has grown in London since the bombings. Albion fuels it. It allows them to send anyone they want to their brutal refugee camp.
We need to find Angel before they discover he's DedSec. This is kind of personal team. But finding his trail might just shed some light on the Albion Clan Kelly connection.
Right. Well, if he's in the EPC, he won't be going anywhere anytime soon. But considering the state of that place, we should see what we can do.
I've sent the details to your device and advised our contact at the EPC. They can get you inside.
Control to all units. Possible hostiles near your location.
Understood, Control. Awaiting further instruction, over. Suspect is unsighted. Unsighted sweeping area.
That's it. I'm calling off the pursuit.
So, I've delved more into Caitlin Lau's investigation, and an enormous number of missing person cases centre around the EPC. The inspector was definitely onto something.
We better find our contact. The minute Albion finds out Angel is with us, they'll start squeezing him for intel.
Hello there. Have you got an hour to set the world right?
Yeah, always.
So they make up bollocks like checkpoints, ID checks, threat levels, all that shit, just so they can lock up anyone they don't like. Well, I've had it. This is our fucking city, and it's up to us to fight back against Albion. I ain't scared of them. But you, together, we can show them what we're made of. We can show them what justice really looks like. Time to stop Albion.
You know what's fucked up? Just by stopping to chat with me, they put you on a list. But it doesn't have to be that way.
Yo, you with DedSec? Hype, I need your help.
Sure, maybe. What's up?
Look, I got this mate, yeah? We ran with some activists, like protesting Albion and that.
Things turned to a clash last time we protested, and they kicked the shit out of my mate and shoved him in an ambulance.
Then they fed us a load of bullshit. Said my mate died, but not one of us has seen a body, have we?
Mate, I'm sorry, that's awful.
It just didn't seem right, you know? Like, I just need some answers. You get me those answers, and I'll owe you a favor. Maybe even two.
Yeah, that's not good. I'll see what we can do.